Hey guys, welcome back. This will be part 2 of the eyebrow and full face routine. Just a reminder, in my last video I did literally a detail video on how I make my eyebrows, and so this is the final look again. So we're starting from there, and from here I'm going to do the full face routine, which I do on a day-to-day basis. It might seem like a lot of steps, so bear with me. I don't want you to get overwhelmed, but this is literally what I go through on a day-to-day basis. So if you're interested, stay tuned and let's get started with the full face. Okay, so we got the eyebrows done, we got the primer on. So now the next step I usually do after doing my eyebrows is I prime my eyes. You know, it's very important to prime your eyes because that makes the whatever eyeshadow you apply on to stay for a long time and don't crease. So I'm gonna apply my eyes with a primer. The primer that I'm using right now, it's kind of whack. I really don't like it, but I just don't want to waste my money, so I'm gonna finish it. And then when I finish it, I'm gonna try the Urban Decay like everybody else. So this is the Perfecting Eyeshadow Primer from Black Radiance. I got it from Target. Not that much, probably like $5. So this is what it looks like. Then again, I do like a pea size. I'm really careful with this primer because I made a mistake one time and then it was like creasing up my whole face. I did too much and I had to like reapply my whole face all over again, and I learned my lesson from that. So I usually do this amount. The brush that I use is also from BH Cosmetics, but it's faded. I got it from a kit, so I'll put the link of the kit below. And this is basically just, it's kind of a fluffy, flat brush. You can also use this to apply eyeshadow, but I'm using it to apply the primer. So I dab it, of course. I like to, you know, put the product on the brush on both sides. And this is what I have left. I put a little bit on. This is what I use on the background or as my transition color. A fluffy brush, like so. I got this brush from Ulta. So, but anything like a blend, it's like a fluffy brush. So again, I take this product, the brown one, tap the excess on back there. So that's how it looks right now. I got this from work, from my gratis Buxon palette. So this is the colors. This is the palette. I'm going to use this pink one. Tap again. Now I'm gonna put this on as on my crease. Basically, the color is between your eyebrow bone and your lid. So that's where I'm putting the pink at. So it's coming together. Since we did pink, I feel like I want to do this color over here on the lid. I always put shimmery stuff on the lid. I don't let it go past the lid. I just feel like after that, then you're looking like a shining ball. And the brush I'm using, sorry, is a flat brush from BH Cosmetics again. If you notice, it's like the shape, it's kind of like pointy but flat. So this is what I always use for color for my lid. So now that we pat the lid color, I'm gonna go back onto the crease and add the pink color again. Blending brush from e.l.f. And you can get that at Target. So I'm just basically done with the eye look because again it's something really basic, something I'll wear to work. It's not really extravagant. So after I do my eyes, the Dark Deep Mineralize Skinfinish by MAC. It's almost done, guys. I need to get a new one, but that's the color that I use. I'll use the flat brush from the Buxon. I'll use this brush that came with the Buxon. Take some product from here, and I'm just gonna apply this on my eyebrow so it can have a natural finish. Once I'm done with my eyes, I then go to doing my face, which is my favorite part to do. So guess what, guys? I switched up on you. Now I'm using the Makeup Forever Velvet Matte Foundation. I absolutely adore this foundation. First of all, it doesn't give me that orange look like the Match Master that I was using before. And secondly, it feels light on the skin. I don't know. Since I've been using it, compared to the Match Master that I talked about in my previous video, it just feels really light. I really love it, and it stays matte for a very long time. My face doesn't get as oily as before. Let me show you guys how it looks. So this is the amount of foundation I use. I might pump some more, but let me just use this for right now. And this is the brush that I use. It's a buffing brush. Really good for this foundation because it's full coverage. The next part that I go to is the highlighting and contouring. To highlight, I use the MAC Select Cover Up NC45 from MAC. It looks like this. And then I use my Beauty Blender. Dip, dip, dip. This is the highlighting portion. I use this little circle blush again from that BH Cosmetics kit, and I use this to buff it in. My rule of thumb is always set your concealer with a powder. So the powder that I use is the Ben 9, and this is in color Camel. It's darker than the banana because I'm dark, and I use this to set my concealer. I use this foundation brush from Real's Technique to apply it. Now see how flawless that looks? So I'm just gonna use the powder to contour my face. The same contour kit from BH Cosmetics, that same brown that I used for my eyes is what I also use to contour. And I use this as my contouring tool. It's so easy. The fan brush, also from BH Cosmetics in that kit. With the nose, I use the eyeshadow brush from Real Techniques specifically to contour my nose. So after that, I usually do my blush. The blush I'm using is called Toasted Almond from Radiance. So get some color. And my go-to highlighter at the moment is this one from MAC, the Gold Deposit Mineralize Skinfinish. And I'll put it on top of my cheekbones with a small fan brush, again from the BH Cosmetic kit. Just to do a recap, if you notice, contour, blush, highlighter. I like to finish off my face with a powder brush and the Skinfinish Mineralize in deep, dark deep. I like to use 2 eyelashes because I don't wear falsies on a regular. I only wear falsies when I'm going out. So I use the Diorshow as my first layer. And then I go again with the Sephora Outrageous Curl as my second layer. One trick that I like to do to finalize my eyebrow, I use this to brush my eyebrows together. So if you I'm actually gonna like mix 2 things. I'm gonna use the matte color shadow and liner from Sephora to outline my lip. And then I'm gonna mix it with the Pink Friday, the Nicki Pink Friday from Matte. Guys, I almost forgot, the final step is spraying your setting spray so it can last all day. You can do one or the other, but I do both. I first spray my MAC Prep and Prime. I spray that on top first, and I do it in a T motion. After that, then I use this Urban Decay All Nighter, and I spray it also in a T motion like so. This is the final look. I hope you like the look, and once again, like and subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you guys next week. Bye.